We're now recording. Awesome, guys. So this is pretty much a laid-back Q&A. If you guys have questions, post them in the chat box. I do have some slides to go through just to kind of help you guys truly understand XRanker 360 and be able to wrap your mind around it, because some of you are still kind of confused about how XRanker 360 works, what it's supposed to do, and the goal of why we created it. So I want to go through that a little bit and help you guys to understand it better. But as we go along, I mean, there's really no agenda besides the few slides that I'll be going through. So if you have any questions at all, you can post them at any time in the chat box, and every few minutes I'll look over and answer them. Hopefully, I won't try to keep you guys on here too late. I know it's getting close to Thanksgiving, and many of you probably have short weeks, so maybe spending time with family after Wednesday, Thursday. You'll probably be taking most of the weekend off, so I won't keep you guys on here too long. But to get started, I mean, I want to first talk about understanding the why behind XRanker 360, because I've seen, like I said, I've seen quite a few support tickets coming in with people not truly understanding why we put together XRanker 360 and what it's actually supposed to do. So I'm going to talk about this for a few minutes, and also, of course, as I mentioned in the emails, I do have an offer at the end for those of you that would like to participate. I'm going to be putting together a boot camp where I really go into in-depth and try to help a small group of you guys out. Won't be anything crazy expensive, so if you stick around, you'll be able to take part in that. So the typical ranking process, okay? I want to cover this first, and then I'm going to cover how XRanker is different and why we put it together, so that you guys can really understand how it works. Because like I said, I've seen a lot of people just sending questions like, how does this work? What am I supposed to do? All that stuff. So when you go to the typical ranking process, which is what a lot of us have used for quite a few years, is the first thing you do is you find a niche and you find some keywords for that niche. The next thing you do is you create a video for those keywords. Then you upload and optimize that video to YouTube. You build some backlinks, and then you wait to see if that video will rank for your keywords. Okay, that's the typical video ranking process, which a lot of people still use. It's still very effective. I still use it. I ranked a video earlier today using this process. I created a review video, I put it online, and boom, it ranked almost within I think like 1 or 2 hours of me uploading that video. Trust me, that process still works. Okay. But with XRanker 360, it's totally different than that typical process, because usually with that typical process, you're kind of throwing mud on the wall and seeing what sticks. Okay, because you're gonna do a lot of work up front. You're gonna create the video, you're gonna upload it, you're gonna optimize it, you're gonna build backlinks, and then you're gonna see if that video ranks or not. With XRanker 360, it's different. Okay, you're gonna pick some keywords. You're going to be able to quickly go into XRanker 360 and create live events for your keywords. And the good thing about live events, and I think this is what confuses a lot of people, is that with live events, you don't actually have to create anything else besides just creating the live event. Once you create or schedule a live event, a URL is created right away. And it's a URL just like any other YouTube video. Okay, so that URL that's created once you schedule a live event is able to be ranked on the first page of Google. Okay, and that's what allows XRanker 360 to minimize the wasted time that you put into campaigns that won't rank, because what we're trying to create is the ability for you guys to focus your time on only those campaigns that you know will rank. Because with live events, like I said, you can create it, do nothing else, and then wait to see which ones rank, and boom, you can focus only on those. So once you create your live event, you add them to the tracker, let XRanker 360 start tracking them, and once you get notified which ones will rank, okay, then you wait and see which ones will rank, and then you can focus your time and energy only on those that you know will rank, okay? Now, does that make sense to everyone? Give me a 2 in the chat box if you understand the difference between the typical ranking process and how XRanker 360 is different. Okay, perfect. Tons of twos coming in. Give me a one if you still don't understand that. Gil or Jill is saying, how long does this typically take? Now, it really depends. Okay, that's the you know the obviously the $1 million answer there. It truly depends what keyword you're targeting. I sometimes get impatient. I know we have the 6, 12, and 24-hour tracker inside of XRanker 360, but I like checking, every hour. I'm sure many of you guys are like that as well. As soon as my live event is created, boom, I'll check within 10 minutes because sometimes you'll see that your live event ranks within 10 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, and boom, okay, awesome, I'm on to a winner here. So you can immediately start working on it right away, or you can just sit back and wait a day or two to go in there and start creating it. Now, normally for me, if I create a live event for a keyword and say a week or 2 weeks go by and it's still not ranking, I'll just move on to another keyword. Okay, that's the beautiful thing about XRanker 360. You do not want to get emotionally tied to a keyword. That's another good thing about this software. You can create a bunch of campaigns and it'll allow you to remove the emotion from the keywords, because I think that happens to a lot of us sometimes as well. You find a good keyword and you get emotionally tied to it because you're like, man, I really want to rank for that keyword. But if you don't, that's fine. You got to start, being able to remove the emotions from the keywords and be able to move on, create another live event for a different keyword, and then see if that one ranks. And that's the I think the beautiful part about XRanker, that it allows you to go out there, create campaigns quickly, figure out which ones will rank, and only focus on those, so you can be a lot more effective with your time. Okay. Sarah is asking, what happens to the ones that you ignore? Me personally, I just delete them from my XRanker 360 account. If within a week or 2 weeks it's not ranking, boom, I'll go in, delete them from my account, and then create more campaigns. Now, the one thing that I forgot to add to this to these slides as well is many of you may have seen that some people that have similar software are having a lot of their accounts closed or banned because they're using live events. I, for now, have not. All of my accounts right now are perfectly fine. I'm knocking on wood that they stay like that, because I was talking to another guy that has a similar software. He reached out to me to see if my users or if my accounts have been affected, and so far I haven't seen anyone say that their accounts have been banned. But I think the advantage of XRanker 360 is that it creates events one at a time. It's not, there's other similar software that creates hundreds of live events at a time. And to me, that's good and bad, because if you just go out there and slam 100 live events onto an account, to me, that seems like you're abusing the system a little bit, because, I mean, it just is not normal for one person to go out and create 100 events at one time and not seem fishy to YouTube. That's not what they created live events for. They created live events for you to go in, schedule a live event, follow through with your live event, and boom, and use it that way, not for you to just create 100 live events at a time. So I think that's one advantage that XRanker 360 has, is that it doesn't abuse the system the way other software does. Now, I don't want to knock other software. That process definitely works, but unfortunately, YouTube and Google is noticing that some people are just creating 200, 300, 400 live events in a day, and that's just to me and to them, I guess that's just not the way they built live events for. Adam is asking, how far in the future should you set the event for? Great question. Okay. Usually I like to do between 48 and 72 hours. But you can do, as far into the future as you want. Another good thing about live events as well is that, let's say that I schedule a live event for 2 days from now. Let's say I schedule an event that I'm planning to do for Thursday. Okay. If for some reason my video doesn't rank until day 3 or day 4, that live event doesn't go away. I can still always go in and edit that live event. Okay, so don't be afraid to schedule an event for 48 hours from now, and think that, oh, if your video doesn't rank within 48 hours, then you lose that live event. No, that's not the way it works. You can still, even 2-3 weeks after you schedule your live event, you can still go in and edit that live event. So even if for some reason, boom, you schedule a live event for 48 hours and it starts ranking 2 weeks later, you can still go in and edit that live event. So great question, Adam. So I like doing 48 to 72 hours. And if for some reason my video ranks on day 4 or day 5, I know that I can go in and still edit that. So great question. James is saying, can it be used for local as well? Yes, absolutely. We do have the option to set your location for your live event once you go to create it. So yeah, it definitely works for local, and obviously you can optimize your live event for local keywords as well. Herman is saying, do you suggest creating one video for the least difficult keyword as suggested by XRanker, or create multiple videos for multiple keywords? I like creating a live event for one main keyword, and then I'll throw in some secondary keywords into the description of my live event just to see if I get additional traffic for it. And it'll be the ones that I throw into the description will be the longer tail keywords, the one that have less search volume and things like that, so that if for some reason, boom, I snag some traffic for some keywords that are in my description, perfect. Okay, because you'll see that sometimes. You'll see that if you Google a specific keyword of the video that's ranking, it may not be 100% optimized for that keyword, but just because that person sprinkled some different keywords into their description, they're ranking for that specific keyword. Okay. Roy is saying, my system only gives me 12 and 24-hour updates. Why? That's because you probably purchased either the starter or the pro version. The starter or the pro version, the starter version gives you 24 hours. The pro version gives you 12 and 24 hours. And then the agency package allows you to choose between 6, 12, and 24. Daniel is asking, when you delete them from your account, are they deleted from YouTube as well? No, they're not. So if you want, you can go in and delete them from inside your YouTube account as well. Michael saying, if the live event ranks on page 3 or 4, is it worth targeting? Great question. Yeah, it really depends if there's another video ranking on page 1. If there's a competitive video ranking on page 1 and my live event shows up in page 3 or page 4, I'll have to dig in a little bit more into that video that's ranking on page 1 to see if I truly can outrank that. And I'll talk a little bit about analyzing that video that's ranking here in a few minutes. So I'm gonna switch over to the slides now, and I'll come back to some questions in a few minutes. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense, distinguishing the difference between the typical ranking process and how XRanker 360 works. All right, we built it so that you can be more effective with your time. You can create campaigns, figure out which ones are going to rank, and then focus your time on those. Okay, instead of the opposite way where you create a full campaign, build backlinks, do everything, and then wait to see which ones are going to rank. Okay. So make sure that you leverage XRanker and maximize your ROI by working only on rankable keywords. Okay, that's our main goal and why we created XRanker 360. Okay, now one thing, very, very important, guys, your keywords. Okay, this is another very big point that I can't talk about enough because, again, I see it in the help desk, guys, and sometimes when people email the help desk, and maybe they're having an issue with their account, I'll go into the account and boom, I'll see the keywords that they're targeting, and it's just like it just amazes me some of the keywords that people are targeting because it's just way too competitive. Okay, so stop being lazy with your research. Okay, I can't put it or be any more blunt. Stop being lazy with your keyword research, okay? And I'll give you a few examples of what's a good keyword, what's a bad keyword, okay? Another thing is stop targeting general keywords or keywords that are way too competitive, okay? An example of this is targeting something like Toyota or something like lose weight, okay? These are just way too general or way too competitive, okay? You want to get specific with your keywords, okay? You want to, and also, for me personally, my bread and butter is long tail keywords. I've had multiple people commenting on my videos on YouTube and sending support tickets saying, oh, you know, you're ranking for long tail keywords. Anyone can rank for that. Or you're ranking for keywords that don't get any search volume. You know, comments like that, and it, to me, it's like, obviously I'm gonna rank for low competition keywords or long tail keywords. That's when I first started with video back in 2012. That is what made me my first money. I mean, the first video I ever ranked for was for a long tail keyword. It ranked within 24 hours and it made its first sale within 48 hours. And within 30 days, that one video made over $700 in commissions. It was a long tail keyword, and if you went to the Google keyword tool, it would show 0 search volume. But it made $700 in commissions, okay? And ever since then, that is my bread and butter. I go after long tail keywords, low competition keywords, and many times if, you know, a keyword tool shows 0 search volume, but I know that the kind of keyword does get search volume just because of the type of keyword that it is, I'll still target it because I know there's still money in that keyword, even though, I'll check 3 or 4 different keyword tools and they all show 0 search volume, okay? It's just because, you know, once you start doing this a while, once you start ranking some videos, you'll start to get the hang of it, and you'll start to, you know, be a little bit more, how can I say, be more open to not just relying on data that different keyword tools give you. Okay, yeah, I forgot where I was going with that, but get specific with your keywords. Okay, I love long tail keywords. I love very specific keywords because I not only will I get very targeted traffic, but I know that I'll get targeted traffic that I can convert into sales or leads. Okay, a perfect example of a good keyword, and I'm not telling you guys to go out there and target this keyword. This is just an example, okay? But I was on Amazon yesterday and I saw that they have a new Echo. It's a mini Echo, and I was considering buying the big one a couple years ago when it first came out. Which is, you know, that thing that you can kind of talk to it and it replies to you, plays music for you. So they just recently released a small one. So this is a fairly specific and targeted keyword. Amazon Echo Tap reviews, because it's a very specific product from a very specific brand, and people are looking for a review about that product. This is a lot more targeted of a keyword than something like Toyota or lose weight. Okay. Does that make sense to everyone? Okay? Give me a 3 in the chat box if that makes sense. Okay, perfect. All right, get specific, guys. I'm telling you, I can't say that anymore. Get specific and sort of get into the minds of the people that are searching for these keywords in Google. Because if someone is going to Google and typing in lose weight, now, that's probably the most general type of keyword that someone could type into, because that tells me that someone that goes to Google and types in lose weight doesn't really know what they want to do. Okay, lose weight can mean so many different things, and it can mean so many different things to so many different people, because there's people that are overweight that needs to lose weight. There are people that want to lose weight in a specific part of their body. Maybe they have some extra weight in their arms, extra weight in their legs. There's different exercise programs for people of a certain age, people doing specific sports. So all of these different types of sub-niches within lose weight are the ones that we want to target. We don't want to target the general one, because if we don't know where to direct that person, okay? Because if someone goes to Google and just types in lose weight, and let's say it's a person that's overweight that wants to maybe cut back on weight, but then you show them a video of someone that's already in shape and just looking to lose, that extra fat underneath his arms, that's just, it doesn't click, right? And you might get a lot of traffic to that video if you rank it, but it's not going to be what that person is looking for if they're not in that position to, if they're not already in that position to just lose weight in a specific spot. Okay, so kind of get into the mind of who's searching for Google, and that'll help you to find better keywords and put more relevant information in front of them. And that's also what's important, is making sure that when someone is searching for a keyword in Google, that the video that they land on is relevant to the information that you're trying to that they're trying to look for. Okay. So examining your competition. This is another thing. Well, let me take a break and answer some questions. Let me see. Mark is saying, I have the agency package, I have no members area, none of my non-competitive keywords have moved at all every day for 2 weeks, 0 movement, 0 tracking, 0 everything. Mark, okay, send me a support ticket to our support desk, and I'll have a look at your account. And I'm not sure what you mean by I have no members area. If you have the agency package, you should definitely, that is, if you can log into XRanker 360, that is the members area. If you go to tutorials or everything, that's everything we have is in there. Rob, why does it check ranking only one time? No, it doesn't. The fact that it says 6 hours, 12 hours, or 24 hours, that means it does that every 6 hours or every 12 hours or every 24 hours. That it doesn't just do it within 6 hours of you creating the event. It does that on a daily basis. Doug is saying, can you use a keyword that is a copyrighted name? That is a good question. I know I've ranked for copyrighted terms before, and I mean, I think the only time, and this is just me talking. I'm not an attorney. I don't know copyright laws. So for me, the way I look at it is, if I'm going to rank for a copyrighted term, like the Echo Tap, I'm sure that this is a copyrighted term by Amazon, and also Amazon is a copyrighted term as well, I'm pretty sure. So if I rank for this keyword, I'm not going to go and promote a competitive product, because that's just setting myself up for, for their copyright lawyer to come by and be like, oh, this guy's ranking for this, but he's promoting something else. That's, drop the hammer on him. If I'm going to rank for a copyrighted term, I'm going to try and make sure that I promote the product that I'm ranking for, just to cover my bases, because I know that a lot of these copyrighted terms, they can go and flag my video and claim that I'm, breaking copyright laws or something. So if you do try to rank for copyrighted terms, I recommend just sticking to promoting whatever the copyrighted term is. Okay. And yeah, and guys, Noah is saying, "Hey, Damien." I know it says Damien. It says that I'm Damien, but this is Josh. I just share an account with my partner Damien. But Noah is saying, "Hey, Damien, can you please show us a couple of live examples?" Okay, perfect. I'll jump into some live examples here in a second. Yeah, let me actually do this. Let me do Amazon Echo Tap reviews. Amazon Echo Dot reviews, or I guess it's what did I put? Is it called the Echo Dot or the Echo Tap? It might be the Echo. I think it's called the Echo Dot. I might have put that wrong. Okay, so Amazon Echo Dot reviews. Okay, there's already a video ranking here. All right, so this is perfect. I'll analyze this keyword here. So this is a keyword that is one that I would target, assuming that whatever I'm going to talk about now isn't on here, okay? But just off the bat already, I can tell this is a competitive keyword. Why? CNET is a monster site, very authoritative, and they have 2 pages here ranking. Engadget, another very competitive site. PC Mag, another very competitive site. And this is one thing that I'm going to talk about as well once I jump into analyzing the competition, but I'll just do it now. Amazon ranking here, Tech Radar ranking. So just at a quick glance, I know that there's a lot of competition here. Okay, plus there's already a video ranking here, and this is a fairly new product. All right, there's a product that was released this year, so this is a video that. And okay, well, first of all, let me make sure you guys can see my screen. Can you guys see my screen? Can you give me 3 if you can see my screen? Okay, perfect. All right. So this is a fairly new product. If I would have if I would have known about that Amazon was releasing this product and I would have been able to product launch jack it, then that would have been the ideal scenario. But the fact that all of these giant tech sites have already jumped on it, and it's a little bit it's been several months since it's been released. The competition is a lot stiffer now because once the big tech sites get a hold of it, I mean, it's very tough to outrank them, especially if they put up a video on their channels. Some of these tech sites have monstrous YouTube channels. So here, I can see that this guy's obviously optimized for this keyword, and if I click through it, there's a good chance this probably has a lot of views, a lot of likes. Yeah, all right, look. I can, and just the name, just the fact that this is a authority channel as well. You can see it's tested. Look how many subscribers they have. They have over 2 million subscribers, over 236,000 views, over 1,700 likes. Boom! Right off the bat, I'm not even going to try to target this keyword. Okay, it's just way too competitive. Okay. You can see a bunch of comments on here, a lot of engagement as well. So this is the perfect example of a keyword that's just way too competitive. Okay. But if I look down here, there might be some additional options that I may be able to target. Okay. There's obviously some competitive products out there to the Echo Dot. So, and I can see that here, Amazon Echo Dot versus the Echo. Well, this is them comparing the big one versus the small one. Okay. So here there isn't a video ranking on the first page, but we have pocket length. Not sure what that is, but they're definitely optimized for it. There isn't a video ranking on the first page, but here go the big sites. Here goes CNET again, CIO. But look at this keyword here. Okay, difference between Amazon Echo and Amazon Tap. Okay, so I guess the Tap and the Echo are different. Now I'm confused which one it is. Amazon Echo Dot. Maybe they have 3 products? Okay, yeah, it definitely seems like they have 3 products. So they have a big one, a medium one, and a really, really small one. Okay, so here, the Amazon Echo and Amazon Tap. Let's look at that. Difference between Amazon Echo and Amazon Tap. This is a lot more of a long tail keyword. It might not get as much search volume as the other one, but it's still very, very targeted. Okay, and let's see, Amazon is ranking here, and the good thing is here it doesn't seem like many of these are exactly optimized for this keyword. Okay, so let's see, there's no video ranking. CNET is ranking here at the bottom. Oh, it looks like Google Home has a product here. And look, just within a few minutes, I can now start comparing different types of products. And I love keywords like this, where you compare 2 different types of products like this. I love those types of keywords, especially if they have multiple different competitive products, because you can go out there and start comparing these. And look at this one here, Amazon Echo versus the Tab versus the Dot. Okay, so here there seems like there's 3 competitive products that we can start comparing. Here goes another one, Amazon Echo versus Cortana. Okay, maybe there's a product called Cortana that is a competitive product that we may be able to start targeting as well. And look at this now. Now, once I click on that, look at all of these different types of keywords here as well. Siri versus Cortana versus Google Now. Okay, so I'm assuming that Cortana is something like Siri. So that may not be a good one, because Siri is just, I guess, a voice command app. but you never know. I'd have to do more research on Cortana to see what it is. But this one here, difference between Amazon Echo and Amazon Tap, this one seems like a promising keyword. Let me see if there's a video on the second page. Amazon Echo versus Amazon Tap, okay? Uploaded in April 2016. Let me see, this might be a decent sized video as well. Oh, not too bad, okay? 4,500 views, 73 likes. Okay, this one isn't too bad. He has 777 subscribers. Okay, so this one seems like it's a lot better of a keyword than the other one. Okay, so I feel more confident creating a campaign around this keyword and maybe adding some of these additional ones here to my description. So I'll copy these and add them to my description as well, than the original one, which was Amazon, what was it? Amazon Echo Tap Reviews. Okay, so this one, this is an example of a keyword that I feel a lot more confident targeting than the other one, just because it's a lot longer tail of a keyword, and the pages here on the first page aren't completely optimized for this exact keyword. Oh, what'd I do? All right, so hopefully that just gives you an idea of how my mind works when I'm looking at these. And I definitely look to see if there's authority sites ranking. Let me see if I can go back to that, the original keyword, because the original one, you can see that it was just, this is just a monster keyword. You can see that all these tech sites are ranking. Video from a monster channel here is ranking just way too competitive. And if you compare that to this here, this doesn't look as competitive, okay? Just to give you guys an idea of how my mind works when I start going through that. Okay, let me go back to the slides. All right. So I think I just went through this whole section here. So examining your competition. I'm going to go through this real quick, and then I'll jump back into some questions. So one very important thing, guys, here that I really want to stress: just because XRanker shows that there are no videos ranking on page 1 and page 2 of Google and a difficulty score of 0, it doesn't mean that you can rank for that term. Okay, I think this is a big one, because again, I see many of you targeting a keyword just based on data that XRanker 360 gives you. Don't do that, okay? Because again, let's say for example, let me go back. Oh, where'd it go? Okay, let's say for example you type this into XRanker 360, you do a competitive analysis, and let's say for example that this video weren't ranking. So XRanker 360 would show you that a difficulty score of 0, and it would show you that there are no videos ranking on the first page. So many of you would be like, oh, automatically I can rank for that keyword. Not necessarily, because you have to come here and you have to analyze to see what it looks like. Okay, so the way that we built the difficulty analyzer, and I'll jump into that in a few minutes, but we built it more for when there's a video ranking, so you can get an idea of how competitive that video is. And I'll show you guys exactly how we came up with the difficulty score in a few slides. But this is something that I really wanted to touch on. Just because XRanker shows that there are no videos ranking on page 1 and page 2 of Google and a difficulty score of 0 doesn't mean that you can rank for that term. And I've seen a lot of you hit up the support desk saying this, be like, hey, XRanker 360, there's no video on the first page or second page, and it shows a difficulty score of 0. Why am I not ranking for this keyword? And then I look at the keyword, and it's something like Toyota. Like literally, I had someone trying to rank for something like the keyword Toyota. And I also had someone else trying to rank for, I think the keyword was local marketing or something like that, or local marketing tips or something like that, where it was just way too competitive. So that doesn't add up, okay? Just because XRanker shows no videos ranking and a difficulty score of 0 doesn't necessarily mean that you can rank for it automatically, okay? Spend a little bit more time, do a little bit more research, manually Google search the keyword, and get a better idea of your competition. especially if it's a term like make money online or credit cards. Okay, this is just emphasizing that point. Okay, if I type into XRanker 360 make money online and it shows me difficulty score 0 and no videos ranking, boom. I just off the top of my head, I know make money online is just way too competitive of a keyword, or something like credit cards. Boom, I'll just move on. I wouldn't even think of even trying to target keywords like this. Okay, so again, don't be lazy with your research. Spend a little bit more time. Take a look and see what's going on the first page, and gather some data. Okay. And here's another point I wanted to touch. I'm seeing a lot of people just depending on XRanker and creating campaigns for all kinds of keywords. Okay, this is something I just mentioned as well. I'm seeing this a lot where people just, you're just going in, typing in the most random keyword into XRanker, and if you see that there's no video ranking and difficulty score of 0, boom, for some reason in your head you're thinking, oh, I can rank for that keyword. Let me create a campaign for it. Okay, try to be a little bit more effective with your time and spend a little bit more time finding those good keywords. It takes 2 seconds to do a Google search to do exactly what I just did, see what's ranking, and get a good idea of what your competition is. Okay, so here's what I wanted to touch on. The difficulty score was built in to better analyze when there is a video ranking for your keywords. Okay, so that when we sat down and built XRanker 360, we're like, okay. XRanker 360 is going to perform an in-depth analysis for whatever keyword someone wants. It's going to go out there and it's going to search the first 2 pages to see if there's a video ranking for those keywords. If there is a video ranking, it's going to gather that video and it's going to perform a difficulty score based on that video that's ranking. Okay, that was the when we sat down and we mapped out XRanker 360, that was what we built the difficulty score around. Okay, if you click on that in-depth analysis and it finds a video, it's going to grab that video, run it through our difficulty algorithm, and show you a score. Okay, so obviously if there's no video ranking, it's going to show a score of 0 because there's nothing for that algorithm to run with. Okay. Does that make sense? All right, give me a 2 in the chat box if that makes sense. Andrew is saying I have no audio. Can everyone hear me okay? Give me a yes. Okay, I'm seeing a bunch of 2s coming in, so I'm assuming you can hear me. Okay, perfect. Awesome. So that was what we built the difficulty score for. Okay, so just keep that in mind for next time. When you run an in-depth analysis, the difficulty score is there to analyze a video that's ranking for that keyword. And here is exactly how we came up with it. Okay, this is how the points add up. Okay, so does that keyword have a video? If there is a video ranking, does it have the keyword in the title? If yes, add 15 points to the difficulty score. Does it have the keyword in the description? If yes, add an additional 15 points to the score. Does it have the keyword in the tags? If yes, add an additional 15 points. Has it been uploaded within the last year? If yes, add an additional 10 points. Okay, and I'll probably put this in the members area just so you guys can have this for reference. Okay, has it been uploaded within the last year? If yes, add an additional 10 points. Does it have more than 50,000 views? If yes, add an additional 10 points. Does it have a URL in the description? If yes, add an additional 5 points. And does it have more than 100 likes or dislikes? If yes, add an additional 5 points. Okay, so this is how we built the difficulty score. Okay, so this, again, it was built to run an analysis on a video that's ranking. Okay, so obviously if there's no video ranking, it's going to show 0, but again, it doesn't mean that just because it shows a difficulty score of 0 that you can automatically rank for that keyword. Okay, awesome. So I'm hoping that you guys are understanding this, and I think I have one more slide on this section, and then I can pause and answer some questions. So make sure to manually Google your potential keywords as well and see what comes up. It's exactly what I just did right now. I went to Google and just did old-fashioned good research to see what's ranking. Make sure you do that, all right? It takes 2 seconds for that process to happen, okay? Awesome. You know exactly what I did. What I just did. Are there authority sites rankings? Is Amazon ranking? Is WebMD? Is it completely taken up by authority sites like that one keyword that I just showed? If it is, boom, you have a good idea that keyword is just too competitive. There's no point of even creating an event for that keyword. Okay. And if you truly do, I mean, that's the good thing about XRanker 360. If you truly want to test the waters, boom, you can create an event for it. And if it does rank, boom, you got lucky. But if it doesn't, then you have a good idea why. You know, it's just too competitive. Okay. So if you want to truly test the waters, you can create a campaign for that keyword. But if you want to be a little bit more effective with your time, you know, just go on to another keyword. Another thing to look at, this is another thing to look at, are there multiple videos ranking on page one? Okay. If there is, again, it's just going to be way too competitive. If there's 4 or 5 videos ranking on page one of Google for your specific term, if it were me, I wouldn't even waste time on it. Okay. So if so, there's a good chance that it's way too competitive. All right. So hopefully you guys grasp that. You have a better understanding of the difficulty score, how we built it, why we built it, and how to be a little bit more effective with the keywords that you target. Okay. So let's see if there are some keywords. And if, again, guys, there's a lot of questions coming in. So if I miss your question, just post it again. Raffer is saying, if not Toyota, then what? A specific model? And yeah, so again, that was just an example because I saw someone targeting a keyword like that. But think about it. If someone is typing in Toyota into Google, that doesn't tell me a single thing about what they want. I don't know if they're just doing research. I don't know if what kind of car they want. I don't know if they're even looking to buy a car. And again, the only time I would target something like that is if I were a car salesman, or maybe even a credit checking company, or a credit checking CPA offer, where someone checks the credit and you get paid up for a CPA based on that action. But if I were to target a keyword like that, yeah, you answered your own question. You said, do you target a specific model, a specific year, and a specific local city? Perfect. That is you're on the right track there. So if I were to target a monster keyword like Toyota, I'd break it down to a specific model, a specific year, and even a specific city, because there's a very good chance that unless you're a Tesla, you're not going to sell too many cars online. Okay, Tesla is a very rare breed that was able to sell out their new models for 100% online. Okay, but not many people are going to be making a buying decision for a car online. Okay, so if someone is looking for a specific car, there's a good chance that they're looking for a specific model, specific year, in a specific area. Okay, so you pretty much answered your own question. Adam is saying, even though I select to research from Google UK, I get mostly US results. Okay, I will reach out to my developer and make sure that there's no bugs with that. Jeff is saying, Josh, I have XRanker Pro, but I didn't get the upgrade. Can I still, do I still have the choice to upgrade? Yes, I'll send you the link right now. We will be taking all the upsell offers down probably within the next couple of weeks, because we will be raising the price for XRanker 360 to most likely $497 per year. So we will be taking these pages down soon, especially the agency license. Let me see what the page is. I think it's this one. It's got to be this one. I'll send this to you now. Yep, it's that one. All right. All right, Jeff, I just sent you the link. Don is saying, what keyword tool would you recommend? Okay, great question. Number one, the tool that's inside of XRanker 360, that's not only going to allow you to find additional keywords, but I mean, it's going to help you find those longer tail keywords as well. And also, good old-fashioned the Google keyword tool. They did make some changes to the way they work. You kind of have to have a AdWords account now, but it's still pretty much the same. Let me sign in. And the good thing is, I mean, I got my AdWords account banned for some reason. I rarely ever used it. And I'm still able to log into the new keyword tool. Well, it's not really a new keyword tool. They just changed it around a bit. And now they kind of give you estimates of how much search volume a keyword gets instead of specific numbers like before. But here's another funny thing as well. Many people say that that I target. What is this saying? There was a problem achieving ideas. Please try again. Here's something that's pretty funny, guys. Look at this. If I type in "make money online," look at this here. Ways to make money online. Google is telling me that this is a low competition keyword. All right, and this is what I mean by spending a little bit more time doing your research. I don't even have to Google this keyword to know that ways to make money online is not a low competition keyword. Okay, so even Google is giving you misinformation in here. Okay, because I can tell you this is not a low competition keyword. All right. Same with here. Look at this. Make money. Google is telling me that make money is a medium competition keyword. That is completely false. I can tell you right now. Same with easy ways to make money. All of these keywords here are keywords that I would never target. Okay, say online money making, low competition. Make money from home. You're gonna tell me make money from home is a low competition keyword? It's crazy. So, even Google's own keyword tool is going to give you some misinformation. That's why you actually have to spend a little bit more time, find those good keywords, and get that data from actually Googling your keyword. But what keyword tool would I recommend? The good old-fashioned Google keyword tool. I love using this. I'll even start here before XRanker 360. I'll come in here, look for some keywords, and then take them into XRanker 360, and then let XRanker 360 return some additional keywords that the Google keyword tool may not have returned. So that's usually the process that I go with. Mike is saying, lose weight, how? Methods, price, secrets, age, female, dirty old men. Yeah, so you can absolutely get a lot more targeted. Break everything down, guys. Break everything down to as specific as you can get. Hassan is saying, hi guys, thank you for the webinar. Sorry, joined late to the party. I hope you guys can please record this because I have missed the start of it. Yes, we are recording this. So I'll be posting it into the chat box. No, not into the members area. And I'll be sending an email out as well. Hamzy is saying, I can't research when I click on the plus sign in the top right. Okay, if you're having it, definitely shouldn't be having issues with researching. If you're having issues, send us a support ticket and I'll have my developer look at your specific account. Mark is saying, I have been emailing support daily and Steve cannot figure out what exactly is it that you're having trouble with. And I mean, if there's issues, because one thing that we've seen is that some people have trouble connecting XRanker 360 to their YouTube account. We've found the solution to that for 99% of the people, but for some reason, there's a small percentage that still have issues. And unfortunately, I mean, if we can't solve that issue, I mean, the thing we can do is just refund you. I mean, we work our hardest to try and find every issue out and find every bug. Right now, XRanker 360 is pretty much running without any bugs. There are maybe some specific bugs to specific people, and again, most of the time it's come down to the way their YouTube account is set up. But Mark, if you're still having issues, I'll go into the support desk once we jump off here and look for your issue and see if I can jump in and help out. Tito is saying, does it matter if you use a pre-made PLR video? No, great question. I'll be talking about that here in a few minutes of your different options for uploading videos as well. So far, we've talked about keywords, we've talked about the difficulty, and I'll be talking about uploading videos and all that stuff here after. Simon is saying I have ranked for Black Friday and Amazon. Is this okay? Yeah, absolutely. If you're ranking for Black Friday terms, that is amazing. I mean, congratulations on that. That is completely fine. Let's see. Doug is saying also that answered it because I was going to do a competitor in real estate. Awesome. Great that I can help you. Um, Ken, I talked about that just a little bit ago. Ken is asking, how has this tool responded to the recent mass D-index many video marketers are talking about recently? Yeah, again, I haven't seen a mass reporting of account shutdown in my support desk with XRanker 360. I think the advantage of XRanker 360 is that it creates live events one at a time. Many of the software that are having issues are the ones that do mass live event creation. So it's just, the softwares that create 100, 200, 300 live events within, 10 minutes. So knock on wood, for the most part, at least all of my accounts are okay so far. But again, knock on wood. And I think the reason for that is because, I don't go in there and create 100 live events in a day. I'll maybe create 5, 10, 15, if that. For the most part, I create 5 to 10, every 2 days. I don't get too crazy with that, and I'll focus just on the ones that rank. Um, Michael is saying, should we fill out the description box fully or just add the keywords like your tutorial shows? I like to do the very bare minimum at the beginning. Just add my keywords in the description, maybe add a line or two, and then add some additional keywords. And then once it ranks, I'll go in and I'll edit it a little bit more, add a little bit more of a description, add some links and all that stuff. Neville, hopefully I'm saying your name correctly, is asking, do I need to set up different YouTube accounts for different niches, or is there a way around it, i.e. playlist? No, actually, you can create multiple channels, and hopefully I don't confuse you guys, but you can create a YouTube account, or pretty much a Gmail account, and with that Gmail account, you'll be able to access your YouTube account. And with that same Gmail account, you can create multiple channels on that one main YouTube account. Okay, and once you do that, you'll be able to connect each channel to XRanker 360. So it's pretty much creating sub channels under one master account. So that saves you some time from having to create multiple different Gmail accounts, and sometimes you have to verify each Gmail account and all that stuff. Now, with the channels, this is where it gets tricky as well, because if you want to connect those sub channels to XRanker 360, you do have to still verify them. So I put a tutorial video in the members area of how that's done. So hopefully that saves you some time from having to create a new Gmail account every time. So those sub-channels make it a lot easier. And those sub-channels can be in different niches. So I get lazy sometimes. I have multiple different accounts and multiple channels under those different accounts. And I try sometimes to keep them separate, but sometimes I'll just mix and match niches into different channels and stuff like that. So I don't want to tell you something that I don't do. You can stick to keeping it. If you're more organized than I am, you can stick to keeping them separate in different channels. But like I said, sometimes I want to get my videos ranking so fast that I'll just put it in any channel. Tatiana is saying, if I see 25% competition and I'm not sure what you mean. 1 minute or 1 MLN results, is it low or medium competition? I'm not sure what you mean by 1 MLN, Tatiana. Raymond is saying, okay, what if my local niche research terms are dominated on page 1 by authority sites? No videos though. Okay, so if your local niche it's the same thing. The competition is the same even if you're doing local. So if you're looking for something locally and it's just dominated by authority sites that are local, I mean, there's a good chance that it's a bit too competitive. But again, if you want to test the waters, create a live event for it, and boom, see what happens. Okay. Let's see what else is here. Are there any trainings added as replays into members area? Jesse, I've added for the most part. I've added a lot more video tutorials in the members area. There's only been one other replay, and I still have to add that in there. But usually I prefer to just create a specific tutorial for a specific issue than something like this, because this is easily going to be 2 to 2.5 hours long. So sometimes to find your specific issue, you'll have to sit through the whole thing or trying to click through to find when I spoke about your issue. So many people posted that Cortana is Microsoft Siri. Oh, I did not know that. That's great to know. I didn't know that. It's crazy how pretty much Apple paves the way for a lot of people. Let's see. Roy is saying, can I use the same exact video for different events? Yes, I've used, I've done the same video for different events as well. Mark is saying, what parameters do you consider not competitive? I think I touched on that quite a bit when I did that example, but you want to make sure that, and I shared with you the exact, oh, where'd it go? So all of this is what I look for. Okay, does it have the keyword in the title? Does it have a keyword in the description? Does it have a keyword in the tags? And you can't see the tags anymore, but it's still in the code. So if you're on any video page, here as an example, if you're on any video page, you can view the source and find the tags. Oh, one second. Should be somewhere around here, the tags. Let's see. Somewhere here in the code, you can see the tags. Oh, here it goes. Let me see. Here they go. Video tags. So these are all the tags that this guy's using. Okay, so that's where you can find the tags. Okay, so if there's does it have the keyword in the tags? Has it been uploaded within the last year? So this is everything that I look for, Mark, all of this stuff here. And this is what the difficulty score is based around. Billy is saying you have spent the last 15 minutes manually searching. Well, I was just doing an example. And because at the end of the day, like I said, I've seen a lot of people just relying on XRanker 360, but you still want to do that extra effort to see what's actually going on. Because software can only give you certain, it can only take you so far. But there's nothing like just going to Google and seeing what's going on. It takes 2 seconds to take a look at what's going on, boom, and get a better idea of your competition. Do you have Swami is asking, do you have a general rule of thumb of how many views subscribers determined to be? Yeah, so this is what I look for here. Usually under 50,000 views, I feel comfortable still being able to rank that, and if it's been uploaded within the last year. But if it's a monster authority channel like this one here, no, where'd it go? The one that showed like, the guy had like 1 million subscribers. That's just, off the bat, I know that's too competitive. I don't know where. I think I closed it. But the previous video that I showed, where'd it go? Where'd you go? Here we go. Oh, there it goes. Well, it jumped to the second page now. This video here, this is just way too competitive. But if it, even though, let's say that this was 50,000 views and, you know, let's say 100 likes, but if I see this, that it's an authority channel with subscribers and it's, you know, 2 million subscribers, that's going to give me an idea that there's a good chance that this is going to continue growing, because it was just uploaded, I think in April. So everything matters. When it was uploaded, the type of channel, if it's just, you know, if it's clearly a small channel like this one, where it's just 77 subscribers, 4,500 views, this is just night and day. Okay, this gives me a better idea that I can outrank this guy, as opposed to something like this. Okay, over 200,000 views, 1,700 likes, all that stuff. Okay, let's see, let's go back here. Hans is asking again, can we use the same video for each keyword, or do we need different videos? I think I covered that already. Yes, you can use the same video. Sarah is asking, what is your software best used for? Okay, so I kind of covered that at the beginning. What we're trying to do is be a lot more effective with the way we rank videos. We want to make sure we can figure out what we rank for up front, and then focus our time just on that, as opposed to the typical ranking process where you invest all this time and effort into a campaign and then wait to see what's going on. Brian is saying, how do you handle new channels? Do you set up channels that are themed? I know you need some authority to be able to get better rankings also. Yeah. So whenever I create a new channel, I don't spend time, you know, making it look nice or anything. I just create the channel and start uploading videos as quickly as, you know, boom, almost right away. Okay, so I don't sit there and try to make it look pretty and all of that stuff. And like I said before as well, sometimes I'll mix and match. You know, I'll create a channel for a specific niche, but then sometimes I'll just, you know, throw in all kinds of videos in there. All right. Jeff is saying, will there be a replay? Yes, yes, there'll be a replay. Glad you're liking the information. Perfect. Great suggestion there. Ronald is saying, why not put an X if there's no video ranking instead of a score of 0? Great suggestion. Let me write that down. I was thinking of doing that as well, or putting like a note there, saying, oh, you know, there's no video ranking, but make sure you still perform some additional research. Let me write down your question now. That's a great suggestion. And also, guys, if you have great suggestions, make sure you send them in as well. The two latest updates that we released were all from user feedback. The ability to choose what country you want your keywords from, and the ability to export your campaigns. That's all from you guys, from users submitting requests. Okay, awesome. So let me go ahead and try and go through a few more of these slides, and I'll come back and answer some more questions. All right. So where were we? I think we were to the point of uploading a video. Okay, so uploading a video to your live event once it's ranking. Okay, so I did put an in-depth tutorial on how to use live stream to get a video uploaded to your live event. That is going to be the best way for you to learn it, because you can watch it over and over and over again, and it's just a tutorial specific to that. Okay. Also, a user recommended an app called OBS, which is very similar to live stream, but there's a couple of things that I've noticed that make it different. Obviously, it's free as well. It works on both Mac and PC, and it doesn't put a watermark on your videos. One of the things that I think it's called live. I'm drawing a blank. I think I'm saying the wrong name, but live stream. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank as to the other software, but either way, this one is free. It works both on Mac and PC. It doesn't put a watermark on your videos. And I haven't been playing with it too much. I just downloaded it a couple days ago. I fired it up once, and it looked a little bit more user friendly because I know some of you are having trouble with the other one. That's why I put together another in-depth tutorial for it. So I'm going to be playing around with it over the next few days a little bit more to make sure I get the hang of it, and then I'll put together a tutorial video about it. But if you're risky and you want to play around with it on your own, it's called OBS. Let me Google it real quick. OBS live streaming. Here you go on obsproject.com. This is free, and again, it's a little bit. It seems like it's a little more user friendly just on the look of it. So this is another option, but make sure that either way you watch that tutorial video for the other one that's in the members area that'll allow you to get the hang of it. And remember, guys, what I mentioned in that tutorial video is to just play around with some test campaigns with that software or with OBS, whichever one you decide to go with. Play around with it, do some test campaigns, make sure you get the hang of it, and then use it on a live campaign, because the last thing you want is to go into a brand new software, try using it on a live campaign, screw it up, and then you have a screwed up video on a live event that's ranking on page 1. Okay. So what are your options for videos? I see a few of you asking can you use the same video? What kind of video can you use? All that stuff. So here are the options that you have, which are the ones that I use as well. So the first thing is to create your own video and stream it. That is the safest way you can go, because no one can come after you for copyrights or duplicate content and none of that stuff. So there are so many video creation software out there now that I can make your head spin by just naming them all. Okay, and there's a few others. I think there was one just released recently as well. I know there's another one that's coming out for Black Friday. So there's a ton of them, almost every month coming out. So you can create your own video and stream it using OBS or the other one that for some reason I'm getting, we've been on here so long that my mind isn't remembering the name of the other one. The other option you have is to stream live. I like doing this as well because it's quick. The thing about me is I like the quickness. I like being able to see that my video is ranking and get a video in there as quickly as possible, whether it's something simple that I make with my phone or something that I stream directly with my camera. But obviously other of you probably have that fear of getting in front of the camera, so this may not be the best option for many of you. The other option as well is to use Creative Commons videos and download them and then stream it. Okay, if you've never used Creative Commons, let me see if I can log in real quick. Log into my other account, because the main account that I'm logged into, my YouTube account, got shut down a few years ago. So everyone gets accounts shut down. So if you think that people who are doing video marketing are immune to shutdowns, they're not. All right. And here's a good example here. You can see that I have three different channels on this account, but they're all under one account. Okay, so I'll log into this account here, and Creative Commons videos are under youtube.com/editor. Okay, and here you can come here. I'm not sure if you guys can see my mouse, but next to this camera, there's a CC option here. Okay, this CC gives you access to the entire Creative Commons database within YouTube. And this allows you to create videos using other people's videos that have Creative Commons rights. So this means you can freely use these videos without getting in trouble. Okay, and you can come in here and type keywords for all kinds of stuff. So weight loss, and you can find a bunch of weight loss videos. And to create them, you just drag them to the timeline. You can splice videos together. You can take just a piece of the video and then add more to them. You can do all kinds of stuff. Okay. Let's see, where is? All right, let me Close this. All right, and then you can come back. You can come back here, add more. Okay, and you can pretty much create videos like this all day long. Okay, and there's so many awesome videos on here as well that you can use, like really professional videos that you can use to create. Now, obviously, you won't want to use something like this where they have a URL right at the beginning, so you can cut that out and make videos from Creative Commons videos all day long. And then once you create the video, you hit create video. YouTube will create your video based on all of this that you just used, and from there you can go to you can go inside your account and download the video. And then once you download the video, you can stream it to your live event. Okay. So that's the other option that you have. Creative Commons videos, I love them. I've used them many times, and you can find some very good videos on there. And the last option is probably your laziest option, which is to just rip someone else's video without checking to see if you can use it or not. Obviously, that's why I put you got to be careful with this. I've done this before in the past where if I'm promoting a specific ClickBank offer or a CPA offer and there's a video on their sales page, sometimes I'll download that video and rank that video. But of course, you got to be careful with this. I've rarely ever had an issue with that because, again, I'm using their video to promote their product. I'm just sending the traffic back to them. But some people will use someone else's video and promote a different offer. That's obviously where you get in trouble because that's what you don't want to do. And I've had one instance where I downloaded the person's video, ranked it, and was sending traffic to their offer, and they didn't like it. They flagged it. I took the video down. Boom, it wasn't a big deal. But of course, you have to be careful with that. Okay, so those are the options for using videos. And yes, for those of you that keep asking, you can use the same video, stream it, and do it like that. Let's see. I think the tenant got back to me with the 1 million, but I forgot what the question was. Let's see if I can find it. I can't find it anymore. There's a lot of questions coming in. A lot of people are asking about recycling existing YouTube videos as live events. Yes, you can do that. Jamie is asking, can you also send me the agency upgrade link? Yes. Let me see. Did I close it out? I think so. Let me see. Let me find it again. I'll send it to everyone just in case. I'll post it in the chat box as well. So I'll send that to everyone, post it in the chat box. All right. Frankie is asking, what if we want the specific monthly number as opposed to the range that Google Planner doesn't deliver? We have to play within their rules, man. Google, it's their search engine, so if they're not going to give you exact numbers, it's very rare that any other tool is going to give you exact numbers. Most tools now are going to do what Google's doing. They're going to give you the estimates, okay? So there's no way around that. It's just going to give you estimate numbers, and you go based on that. All right. Armando is saying, are the upsells in the members area? Yes, there should be links to the upsells in the members area. If not, I'll add them as well. I mean, if you have a pro account, I think it should show you an upgrade link inside your account. Yeah, Mike is saying, what is the most asked question at a webinar? Is this recorded? Yeah, is this recorded or is it being recorded? That's definitely one of the definitely most asked questions. Ken is saying, congrats on the great launch from Kendall. Oh, nice. I used to live in Kendall. I was just in Kendall earlier today, dropping off my boat to the mechanic shop. Simon is saying you can have 50 channels. Yes, so in one account you can have up to 50 channels, I believe. Yes. Andrew is saying, "Hey, I've been very happy with the software. Keep up the fishing. Gotta roll. Awesome. Great, great to have you, and great to the fact that you love it. He's from Old Town, Florida. Do you mean Overtown, which is down the street from me? I was there the other day as well. Um, and guys, remember, let me post this as well. I'm always looking for testimonials, and I believe I mentioned this, but I set up a page where if you supply a testimonial, you can get one of my products for free. And I want real testimonials. Like, don't just post, hey, X-Ranker 360 is awesome. That's not going to count. I have, what the rules are on here. Only real testimonials, not, fake stuff. So I'll post that in the chat box as well. I'd appreciate any testimonials. Like I said, we're really trying to make X-Ranker 360 the best that we can. And we will be raising the price for X-Ranker 360 within the next month or so. We will be taking down all the pages that are up and making it... Oh, Wirecast. That's what's the name. Wirecast. There you go. Herman is saying, would it be great not to have a watermark? Yes, so this OBS one will not have watermarks. Like I said, I'll be playing with it over the next few days, and if I create a video, once I get the hang of it, I'll create a video for it. Joy is saying YouTube Gorilla versus X-Ranker. I'm not really sure. I took a quick peek at YouTube Gorilla, and I haven't played with it enough to see exactly what it does and how it works, so I wouldn't be able to comment on it. Sarah is saying, can you please give a higher level overview of what the point of this is? If I download a Creative Commons video, what is my goal in getting it ranked? How does that give me any money? Great question. All right, guys. So, yeah, I haven't really talked about the monetization side of things. But, again, guys, your goal when ranking a video is to get that person off of watching your video and over to whatever you want to use to monetize. So the reason why I brought up Creative Commons is because I know that a lot of people, they don't like getting in front of the camera, or they want the easiest way to get a video that they can use to rank it. So once you have a keyword picked out, once you create a live event for it, and once you know that you can rank for that keyword, it's time to actually invest some time into that campaign so you can make money. That's obviously the ultimate goal, is to make money, get traffic, get leads, all of that stuff that leads to money in our pocket. So the reason why I mentioned the Creative Commons video is because that will allow you to quickly get a professional video with rights that you can use. And once the video is ranking, once you download the video and stream it to your live event that's ranking, you can use that content and push those people to whatever offer you want. So I know we haven't talked about the monetization side of things, but that's the ultimate goal, is to make money. Get those people off of YouTube, click on a link, and get them to an offer. Okay? So that is the goal. Creative Commons, I don't want that to confuse you just because I brought Creative Commons. That using Creative Commons video is just a strategy, a video creation strategy. That's it. So I don't want to confuse you too much, Sarah, but that is what Creative Commons video is for. It's just a strategy to use once you know that your live event is ranking. And then once you stream that Creative Commons video, of course, the video is ranking, you're going to start getting traffic for it, and your goal is going to be to get that person to click on the link that you have in your description area. Okay, and then, of course, from that point, you're going to either send them to an affiliate offer, you're going to send them to a squeeze page, you're going to send them to your own offer if you're selling your own products. If you're working with local clients, you're going to get them to fill out a form or make a phone call, things like that. Okay, so that's the ultimate goal, which is to get people from YouTube to click on your link and get them to take action. James is asking, is there any specific length for videos? No, I mean, I specifically like keeping videos below 10 minutes. Usually my videos are between 3 to 6 minutes though. And I don't really keep, like when I'm making a video, I don't really keep track of how long my video is. It pretty much, I start and however long it takes me to get my point across, that's when I stop. And usually it's under 10 minutes. I rarely have videos that are 15 minutes or longer online. I just start and I go to whenever, however long it takes me to get my point across. And within that, I have specific things that I say and do to in that process to keep it, a short length to the point and get people to click on my offers. Frankie again is asking, what keyword tool can I use for exact monthly searches? Like I said, I mean, if Google is not going to give them to you, I highly doubt there's any keyword tool out there that is going to give you exact searches, because people are going to Google to search for stuff. So if Google is not willing to give you that information, then I can rarely, I can't confidently say there's another company out there that will give you information from Google that Google isn't giving you themselves. Raymond is saying, I purchased XRanker 360 plus link indexer and do not know what it is. Can you tell me? Yes, perfect. So link indexer is actually when we come to the backlinks part, and that's where I'm going to talk about next. So link indexer is a service that I put together. We released it about a couple years ago, and it pretty much builds backlinks to whatever link you submit to it. So with XRanker 360, anytime you submit, I lost my train of thought. So link indexer, anytime you submit a link, one of your live event links to link indexer will start building backlinks to it automatically. And we built an API for it so that within XRanker 360, all you got to do is click a few buttons, select which campaign, and boom, it gets sent to your XRanker 360, to your link indexer account right away. And it'll start building social bookmarks, Web 2.0 links. It'll ping the links, it'll create RSS feeds, all this activity to those links to help them get ranked a lot quicker and help you to secure those rankings as well. Oh, well, that's good. John is saying, and Trent is also saying, you have to run an active AdWords campaign to get exact traffic. Oh, I didn't know that. It's great to know. So, Frankie, that's an answer to your question there. If you want to get exact traffic, you have to actually be running an active AdWords campaign. So you have to actually be paying for the traffic, which I guess it makes sense. You have to pay to get the exact information now. But again, I mean, even the estimates work just fine. At least for me, I don't really need the exact information. Let's see. All right, here it goes again. Is it being recorded? Yes, being recorded. Paul is saying, are my purchases monthly or yearly? So for the agency option, we had two options. You can either choose monthly or bi-yearly. So bi-yearly meaning every 6 months. And Paul, you can check inside of your XRanker 360 account. If you go to your account, it'll show you, it should say in there what account you have. All right. Awesome. Carolina is saying, I ranked a video on the first page of Google for competitive keywords, but I'm not using your software anymore. But I followed your video ranking steps along with my previous strategies. Awesome. Glad that I can help out in some way. Mark, if you want me to take a look at that for you, send it to support, and I'll take a closer look, and I'll send you some information for that. Oh, James is saying YouTube Gorilla isn't even in the same family as X-Ranker 360. Awesome, that's great to hear. I'm not sure. I don't want to knock YouTube Gorilla. Like I said, I don't know exactly what it does. I haven't downloaded it. I haven't played with it. So awesome. Leon is saying you are very garbled. Can you guys hear me okay? Do I still sound good? Sarah's saying since it doesn't work with, I'm not saying it doesn't work for competitive keywords, okay? It's just I prefer to target less competitive keywords, okay? But again, you can create campaigns for competitive keywords and you will get some that rank. You just won't get as many as if you target the lower competitive keywords, okay? It just to me, it makes more sense to spend a little bit more time, find lower competition keywords, get a higher percentage of those to rank than to rank for a lower percentage of higher competitive keywords. That's just the way my mind works. All right. So let's talk about some backlinks for a bit, and then we're going at about an hour and a half now. So I'll talk about the backlinks, and then I could talk about the 4-week coaching for a bit. See if you guys want to jump in on that. The backlinks. This is one thing that I want to touch on again as well. The integrations that we have there are optional and for your convenience only, okay? Many of you guys have hit up support and you feel like you're surprised that we have integrations in there that cost money. Again, they're not, we're not forcing you to sign up for those. You can always use external backlinking software. The ones that we have in there are optional. They're the ones that we use in our own business, and that's why we built them into X-Ranker 360. We built X-Ranker 360 the way that we use to rank videos. Okay, that's why we have those integrations in there. And to be quite honest with you, most of the ones that are in there, they're not that expensive. Okay, I think the most expensive one is SynWire, and the reason that we built in SynWire in there is number one, we use it in our own business, and I know we have a lot of video ranking users that have SynWire accounts. So that's why we built that in there. Same with all the other ones. Link Indexer is my service, and I have a lot of my customers have Link Indexer accounts. So for their convenience, we built that in there. Okay. So again, the integrations we have in there are ones that we use in our own business. And if you're on a tight budget, many of you ask me, what are the very bare minimum integrations that we can use? Number one is Link Indexer, and if you have Link Indexer, you don't need Backlinks Indexer. We have Backlinks Indexer in there for the same reason. A lot of people that do SEO and do video SEO, they have they have an account for a Link Indexer at some point. Okay, so Backlinks Indexer, Link Indexer, and there's a few other ones out there. We're trying to integrate with 1 hour indexing right now, but we're running into a small issue because they have a minimum of 10 links that you have to submit to them before you can use the API. So we're trying to work with them to see if we can get it integrated. But again, the ones that we have in there, for the most part, is because we use them in our own business, but also we're thinking for the minds of other video marketers out there that we know these are the kind of services that they use. So the very bare minimum, Link Indexer, Social Monkey is only $7, and Social Adder has a free version, and they also have paid versions as well. So with those three, you should be okay. And then once you start, making some money, you can, maybe sign up for SynWire, if you want. Again, totally optional. And remember, you don't have to worry. This is the good thing as well. You don't have to worry about the backlinks until your events are ranking. Okay, that's the beautiful part about it, is that you create the live event, you see which ones are rankings, and then you build backlinks. Not like the other way around, where you build backlinks up front to then see which ones are going to rank. Not with X-Ranker. With X-Ranker, you worry about that once the events are ranking. And the point of this is that, so if you do spend money on backlinks, you know that for sure they're going to go to campaigns that are guaranteed to rank, so you're not just building backlinks for no reason. The good thing about the backlink integrations with X-Ranker 360 is that if you do go to build backlinks to a live event, it's most likely because you already know that live event is going to rank. You're not building backlinks just to build backlinks. You're building backlinks to campaigns that you know are ranking. Okay. And again, you can always use other backlinking software or outsource to Fiverr, SEO Clerk, Source Market, etc. Okay. Remember, like I said, all the backlinking services in there are 100% optional. You don't need to use those. We're not forcing you to use them. We have them in there for convenience, and it's because it's the ones that we use. Okay. Someone is saying to turn my volume down. So some people say I sound garbled. Some people say I sound good. Some people probably say I sound too loud, and I get that a lot. My wife is always telling me why do I talk so loud? And I guess it's just my Hispanic upbringing. We always scream at each other. But not scream at each other as in arguing, but just scream at each other because that's the way we talk. Leon is asking, I covered this a little earlier, how far ahead should I put my live event to get the most out of it? Again, I like to do 48 to 72 hours, but you can do it 2 weeks. The thing to remember, Leon, is that even if you schedule your live event to be 48 hours or 72 hours from now, but your video ranks on day 4 or day 5, you don't lose that live event just because you didn't do it at the time that you scheduled it. You can do it after. If I schedule an event to happen 48 hours from now, and I don't actually do it 48 hours from now, I can still go in and edit that live event 2 weeks from now. So the time that you schedule your live event to go live doesn't really affect the ranking of it. Okay, so hopefully that answers your question. Frankie is asking, what would you say is the best spinner tool? I like Spin Rewriter. That's my favorite one. It's web-based, and to me, it's been the best one. The other one is the best spinner, but it's a PC-based software. It's still great, but it's PC-based, and yeah, it's limiting if you don't have a PC around you. Okay, Paul is asking, what email do we use for support if we have other questions? I'll put that into the chat box now. And also, let me go ahead and post the link to my Facebook group as well. I've been meaning to send that out. I don't have a group specific to XRanker 360. I have more of a general group for all my customers just to make it easier. Because if I create a new group for every one of my products, it would get too crazy. So I like to keep everyone in the same group. Yeah, if you have questions, you can also post them in there as well. Just please don't spam that group. I'm very on top of that group. If I see someone spamming, they get banned right away. If I see someone, also another thing is if I see someone complaining or just ranting about random stuff or my software, I remove all of that stuff too. I like to keep that group all about strategies, questions, and just people helping each other out pretty much. Paul, I just posted it. So my support desk is support. The good thing about my support desk is that you don't need to create an account. It's just an email address. So support@samuraiblogger.com. All right, so let me go ahead and just quickly talk about the 4-week coaching program, guys. I rarely ever offer coaching. If you like the information that I've shared with you so far, my coaching program is, I don't like pounding my own chest, but it's that plus a lot more. We go in, we analyze your specific keywords, we analyze your specific campaigns. We go a lot deeper into keyword research. I do some live keyword. I go a lot deeper into finding keywords and things like that. So if you like what you saw today, the 4-week coaching program may be for you. So we're going to dive into absolutely everything. I'm not going to hard sell this. I mean, if you like my information, there's a good chance, this will be for you as well. But we're going to dive into absolutely everything I do in my business to dominate with video. All right, we're going to cover absolutely everything. We're going to do in-depth keyword and niche research. Again, I even like asking you guys to bring your campaigns and your keywords to the live coaching sessions, and I'll analyze them. I'll take a look at your videos. I'll tell you what's going on, what's wrong, what to improve, all of that stuff. In-depth competition analysis as well. I showed you just a little piece of what I do when I analyze competitions on this training, but in the coaching sessions I go a lot deeper, and I show you exactly everything, absolutely everything. I also do step-by-step video creation that converts. Some of you asked a few things about making money and getting people to click on your links. And in my coaching sessions, I walk you through step-by-step video creation, everything I do, everything I say in my video creations to ensure that I get people to convert into sales. Okay. And that's the ultimate goal. The ultimate goal, like I said, is turning your video traffic into sales and leads, okay? Because ranking, anyone can rank videos, but being able to turn that into sales and traffic is a completely different animal, and that's the ultimate goal. Because, like I said, anyone can rank videos. Very few people know how to take that traffic and convert it into monetary value. And we also do in-depth Q&A every single week, okay? And for those of you that hate homework, we actually do. I like assigning homework assignments to ensure that you're actually taking action and getting results. So at the end of each session, I'm going to assign some assignments for you guys to do so that you can actually take action and get results, okay? Because I don't like putting together coaching sessions just for the sake of putting coaching sessions. I want you guys to actually get results. Again, the value of this training can easily be $497 to $997. I've seen even people charge a lot more for that, for this type of coaching. I don't really need to tell you guys that. And I think I've done 2 or 3 of these boot camps before, and I've had people pay up to $297 for these past boot camps in the past. Okay, again, very, very valuable information that I share on these. I go all out. I hold nothing back. I make sure every stone is turned, and I really help you guys out and get deep into your business and help you out. And if you have questions outside of video ranking as well, we can touch on that as well. I do a lot of different things online. Facebook, list building, squeeze, everything. I do a lot of things online that I can help you with. So I also like to keep it small. I don't usually like having more than 100 people in these coaching sessions because, again, I like to get personal with you. I like to make sure that I help you guys business and that I'm able to give as much attention to you guys as possible. So you're going to be able to get access to this for just $127. Again, I usually charge $297 for this, and it's a 4-week session, but usually I like to treat it as sessions because usually what ends up happening is I'll do 2 sessions in a week just because people, the students request it. But like, oh, let's just do 2 sessions instead of 1 a week. So it just depends. And I'm also going to throw in a bonus session, so it's going to be 5 sessions, and it'll probably be 3 to 5 weeks depending on how we break it up. Okay, because again, sometimes I'll do 2 sessions in a week, or just 1 a week. So for $127, you'll be able to get access to this. Let me go ahead and post this link in the chat box for those of you that want to join. Again, it'll be for the first 100 people only, and I'll probably keep this open for till Sunday because the first session will happen, I think, next Thursday. It's on the page, and on the page you'll be able to see testimonials and things like that from people that I've been able to help. But I think the next session is next Thursday. So I'll keep it open between now and Sunday, and then the first session will be Thursday. Rodney is saying, will there be a replay of this session webinar today? Yes. I am recording it, so I will be sending it out. Paul is saying you're good. Awesome. Yeah, if you enjoyed this session so far, I try to just keep it laid back, answer all your questions, share every step of X-Ranker, and help you guys out. If you liked it, post a comment or give me a 3 if you liked it, and hopefully I'll keep helping you guys out. Greg is saying, what backlink integrations do not charge? So Social Adder has a free account. Social Monkey has an account for $7, which is pretty much like not charging. I mean, $7 you can get in there, start sending backlinks. So those are the 2 that are 0 cost to very low cost. And again, you can always outsource to other, Fiverr, SEO clerks, things like that. William is saying, as an EST evening, yes, so the first session is going to be next Thursday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All the sessions will be recorded. All the sessions will be delivered to the people who join the sessions, so you'll be able to reference them at any time. Great question by STE. Not sure what your name is, but he is asking, if the events are ranking, why build backlinks? Great question, okay? Building backlinks once the events are ranking will help you to secure those first page rankings, because if you rank just with the live event on its own, someone else can come in, create a live event as well, build a few backlinks, and boom, I'll rank you. Okay, so building backlinks allows you to secure that first page ranking. Noah is saying, do you recommend any software or service for getting real YouTube views? Not really. I mean, the one that I've used in the past, what's it called? It's the one that sounds like a penis enlargement name. My brain is about fried right now because we're going on 2.5 hours, almost 3 hours now. What's it called? It's a weird. Trying to think of it now. Let me see. Let me try to find it. It's a weird name. Sounds like a penis enlargement. What's it called? And there's a good chance that I may be putting together a software that, Vagex, there it goes. So Vagex is the one that I've used before in the past, VAGEX. Yes, good call on that as well, Ken. I almost forgot about that. Crowdsearch.me. That one, I believe you can use it for YouTube videos, but it's pretty much it mimics people going to Google, searching a keyword, clicking on your information. But Vagex is the one that I've used before. And yeah, I have been talking to my developer about putting together something along those lines where you can not only get YouTube views but get social interaction within use, like a user-generated kind of community system going. So it won't be ready for a while, so I don't want to talk too much about it. Raymond is saying, what will the focus on the coaching be on? Great question. So the focus on the coaching be on, you'll be able to see on the page how it's broken down, but I'm going to be going deep into each session of video marketing. So I'm going to be spending a whole session on research, finding niches, finding keywords, all of that stuff, a whole session on analyzing your competition, going deep into what I look for. I'll be doing some live competitive analysis. If you guys bring keywords and you want me to analyze them, I'll do all of that stuff. We're also going to talk about video creation, getting deep into how I create videos, what I say, what I do, how I get people from my videos to buy, from getting them from my videos to becoming a paying customer or becoming a lead, the whole process that I go through. And we're also going to go into where to get, what affiliate networks you can go and find products on, things like that. And also backlinks and all of that stuff and how I run my backlinks. I touched a little bit about it today, and XRanker, what's in there is what I use as well, but there's also, other, like I said, you can use other software to get backlinks from, so I'll talk about that as well, everything that you can use. So it's pretty much everything A to Z, absolutely everything that I cover in my video marketing business. I'll post a link again because on the page it pretty much breaks everything down as to what. Awesome. So William is saying, I'm just signed up for the bootcamp training. I can't wait. Awesome. I'm really looking forward to helping everyone out. And again, remember, it's for the first 100 people only, and I'll keep it open between now and Sunday. Armando saying no, it's not cloud search, it's crowd search. Crowd as in a group of crowd, like a crowd of people. Raymond is saying, what times will the trainings be? So usually I like to do them between 3 and 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. that's when I find that it's like the middle ground between people that are, in other countries and halfway around the world. So between 3 and 5 p.m. But again, they're all going to be recorded, and even if you're not on there, I'll be sure I'll make myself available if you have questions and if you weren't able to join. Raven is saying, "Great time for me. I will join." Awesome, great to have you on there, Raven. Looking forward to helping you out. Hassan is saying, "Many thanks. However, how many videos can we safely put under one channel? Many thanks." There is no limit. I mean, you can put as many channels as you want on one. You can put as many videos as you want on one channel. I personally, I like to rotate around my different channels and accounts to just keep an even amount on each. The last thing I like doing is putting all my videos in one channel. Because I used to do that when I first started, and then one of my biggest channels got shut down, which is my main channel. Even to this day, I still try to get it reopened because I've heard stories of people being able to get old channels reopened, but every time I've tried it gets denied. But ever since then, again, I have multiple channels that I rotate through, multiple accounts that I rotate through as well. So I do that just to not keep all my eggs in one basket. Thomas is saying, "I got too many appointments. Will I be able to listen later?" Yes. Like I said, all those sessions will be recorded and they will be sent. I'll most likely put them in a members area where you'll be able to access them at any time. Ron is saying 50 channels per account max, and you can do unlimited videos in a channel, but not wise. Yeah, absolutely. Adam is saying, "Before you put up your video, do you worry about finessing the details on YouTube, like adding a custom thumbnail, geocode tag?" No. Again, I do. What I do is I create the event. I optimize the title. I optimize the description, and I create the event. Once the event is ranking, I'll go in and I'll customize it some more. Most likely. Um, um, Add a custom thumbnail, all of that stuff. And a good trick is to name your custom thumbnail, whatever keyword you're trying to target, and then add that to your video. Rob is saying, "Do we need to create the social accounts for Link Indexer to create the links, or do you have accounts on your end?" Yeah. You don't need to create any accounts for Link Indexer. You just push a button, it gets sent to your Link Indexer account, and then it gets syndicated on our accounts. So you don't have to add your own accounts to Link Indexer. Carlos is saying, "Just signed up, Josh. Will be very cool and nice sessions." Yeah, absolutely. If you like today's training, it's going to be very similar to today, just a lot more intensive, a lot more personal, and I'll be able to really take your guys' business and just tear it apart if you truly want me to. Sometimes people don't really like to expose their businesses, but I've had some people on previous sessions where they just send their keywords, they send their videos, and I tear them apart live on the sessions. Awesome. Ken just signed up as well, so looking forward to it. Awesome. So I'll look out for your message as well, Ken. Make sure to send it to my support desk, I guess, just in case, because I have Facebook Messenger, but I usually don't use it that much for like support questions or things like that, because every time I try. I'm one of my downsides is that I'm just too nice. So even though people ask for support on Facebook, I do my best to help them. But I've also talked to family and friends on Facebook. So it's a social network. So I get in there and I start talking to friends. And if I'm trying to help someone with support, it gets buried and then it gets lost in all the other conversations. So I try my best to provide support as best I could, but for the most part, Messenger is not the best place to get that, just because I use it a lot for other stuff as well. So it's easy, and Facebook Messenger is easy to get buried. Wilma just signed up as well. Awesome, Wilma. Looking forward to it. Swami is saying this is all new to me, along with XRanker. What is the basic backlinking, etc. software you suggest? Awesome. So yeah, so I got that here. So the basic ones that you can live with if you're brand new or on a budget or whatever the case may be. Where's that slide? Where'd it go? Here you go. So you can use Link Indexer, Social Monkey, and Social Adder. So Link Indexer, we had a special offer for it. The special offer is still up. But again, it will be taken down within the next 3 to 4 weeks because in 2017 we are going to be charging about $4.97 per year for XRanker 360. But you can still pick it up now. So Link Indexer, Social Monkey, Social Adder. No, all three do not do the same thing. So Link Indexer, it builds a bunch of different types of links to your URLs. And if you just Google link what a link indexer is, you'll be able to find more information on it. But what happens is if you're building, whatever you're doing, whether you're building niche sites, whether you're ranking videos, and whether you're building backlinks to a niche site or a video, if Google doesn't know or isn't able to index, and what I mean by index is showing up in their search results. So the fact that this URL shows up here, that means that it's indexed in Google search results. Okay, so if Google isn't able to index your links, that means that it doesn't know about it. So it's not gonna show up in their search results. Same goes with the backlinks that you build to your videos. So Link Indexer plays two roles. It'll build links to your video URLs, but if you build any other kind of backlink as well, you can add that to Link Indexer so that Google knows that you're building backlinks to your campaigns, and they'll be able to index them, and then they count towards your campaigns. And the good thing is Social Monkey is integrated with Link Indexer as well. So if you're using Link Indexer, you can add that to your Social Monkey account and have your Social Monkey links submitted to Link Indexer as well. And Social Monkey builds social bookmarks. Social bookmarks, just an example of that would be something like dig.com. This is a web-based social bookmarking site. So here people come here, and if they find a funny or a link that they want to save for later, you can bookmark it on this site, and boom, it's an online bookmarking website pretty much. The way that Social Monkey works, they have their own private list of social bookmarking sites that you can submit to. Okay, Social Adder is a community sharing platform. So you can go on there. If you use their free account, you have to share the other members' content, and then you gain credits, and then they'll share your content. Okay, so this is the type of system that we're thinking about building on our own and doing some tweaks to it that we feel will improve a platform like that to make it a lot better. So for now, Social Adder is pretty much the only player that allows this kind of community type sharing. But we plan on building something along those lines as well. Yes, so Doug is saying, I have a Link Indexer account so I can connect my account directly. Yes, you can. Wolfgang is saying, I can use Link Indexer that I bought last year with the XRanker 360. Yes. Make sure you watch the tutorial. It's very simple to connect your Link Indexer account to your XRanker 360 account. All you got to do is copy and paste the API key, and that's it. Tatiana is saying, I have only Link Indexer for indexing, not building links. Well, Tatiana, that's a to get your links indexed, you have to build backlinks to them. So you have access to link indexer. So in essence, you have it. You already have it. There's no two different types of link indexer. Link indexer, the way to get your links indexed is to build backlinks to them. So that's what link indexer does. Greg is saying, when creating a live event, how important is it that I fill out in detail and complete the title and description? At the very least, make sure you optimize it for your target keyword. So make sure that in the title you have your target keyword, and in the description you have your target keyword. At the very minimum, okay? You can even add your link in there if you want, also just in case. But that's what I do. I pretty much just add my title. I optimize my title. I optimize my description, and then once it starts ranking, I'll go in and I'll tweak it. I'll add a little bit more text to it, things like that. Carlos is asking which backlinks are the best for videos. That's a great question because there's a few that I really love, which is social bookmarks. For me, social bookmarks are the bread and butter for getting videos ranked, which is why I have a social bookmarking software that I released about 2 years ago as well, and I still use it to this day, which is Social Robots. Many of you probably have that as well. That is very powerful software. It builds anywhere between 300 to 500 bookmarks to your video URLs. I love bookmarks. For some reason, sites like this. Oh, wait, where'd it go? There we go. Bookmarking sites like this, just Google eats them up, right? They love, seeing these type of backlinks being sent to your videos. Bookmarks, I like Web 2.0 links. I like wiki links. And pretty much social networking links as well. So sharing my stuff on Facebook, Twitter, things like that. Joanne is saying social robot, where to get social robot. Let me see. I think I have a special price link up somewhere. If you go to socialrobot.net, you can get it there. But I think I have a special somewhere where you can get it. Let me see. No, not this one. I know I have a special because
hey guys, Josh is more here.
I have a special where I bundled the upsell and the front end together at a discount, because the front end is a software and then the upsell is a weekly list of fresh bookmarking sites that you can post to. I'm not sure what the link is right now. Let me see. VTG. Might be this one. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the link is right now, but if you hit up my support desk, I'll send you the link for Social Robot if you're interested in that. The special price link for link indexer. Man, you guys are making it tough for me. I wasn't prepared for all of this. 1 second. Samurai approved. I think it's LI. I think that's what it is. Nope. Oh, hold on. Wait, I think it's X ranker. Yeah, X ranker -LI. So this is the special offer for LinkedIn. I was able to find this one. So that's the special offer for LinkedIn. Oh wait, I think I just remembered what the video traffic genie SR special, I think it is. Here's one that it just came to me now. Yep, here it goes.
Hey guys.
All right, so this is where who was asking for that here. All right, so here's the one for social ranker. All right, so let me put this here. Social robot plus social base bundle. It's here. Link indexer special here. 1 second. There we go. Alrighty. Yes. So people are asking, are you putting the links? So they're in the chat box. The links to both. P is asking, when are you going to include the new features for local Google ranking you announced in the Pro version? All right, so the Pro accounts will be getting the new features within the probably by the end of this month. Yeah, at the end of this month, we'll release it to the Pro versions, and then we'll release it to the starter pack versions. If you want to get immediate access to them, the agency package, agency members get immediate access to the new features. All right, let me see if there's any questions. If any more questions, guys, post them in the chat box. I think I have about 10 minutes left in my voice and about 15 minutes left in my stomach because I haven't ate anything yet. So I can hear it rumbling already. And let me post a link to the boot camp as well. Remember, guys, first 100 people will be able to join me for 4 weeks plus a bonus 5th week session. Live training, just like this, just a lot more personal, a lot more detailed, and being able to jump in and help you guys out. Let me post it in the link one more time. All right. Swami is saying, thanks for a very informative session tonight. Awesome. Great that I can help. I'm glad that I can help you guys out. P is saying, what happens if XRanker 360 gives you a search volume of 0? How to know it could still give you... I don't know if you just joined us, P, but I covered that in detail earlier in the presentation. But pretty much, if you're seeing 0 difficulty and no videos ranking, you just have to make sure that you spend a little bit more time to do your research. Okay. Because, like I said, I covered this before, but if there's authority sites ranking and things like that, or there's a video that's ranking that has a lot of authority, then you have to weigh that into your options as well to see what's going on in Google. So I'll send out the replay so you can see it a little bit more. I spent about a good 15-20 minutes covering that. William is saying, when is the first session again? It's on the page. It's on, let me see. Here we go. Thursday, December the 1st. And once you purchase, you'll be taken to a page where you can enter your information. Make sure you enter your best email in there because that's where I'll be sending the reminders for all the sessions. So the first training session starts on the 1st of December at 5 p.m. Oh, P is saying not 0 in difficulty, but in search volume. Perfect. So if you see a keyword that shows 0 search volume, if it's something like review keywords or things like that, then there's a good chance that there's traffic for that, or something like where was that really long keyword? I think I lost it, but that really long keyword, differences between echo and whatever it was, there it goes. Something like this, for a fact that it has search volume. I can almost guarantee that if I type this into the Google keyword tool, it'll show 0 search volume. But the fact that it showed up here in the related searches, that tells me right away that there's search volume for it, because Google wouldn't show that to me as a related term if it didn't get search volume. Okay, so that's one thing that I use to help me find those keywords that show 0 search volume, but I know have search volume is these keywords down here at the bottom. Paul is saying, can we add videos from our local hard drive to the video editor in YouTube that you showed us? Well, the way that you can do that is, let me see if I still have that window open. You can upload videos. You can upload the video, and then you can use videos from your own channel. So if I come here, instead of being in Creative Commons, I can come here and I can choose videos that are on my channel to create videos from. Okay, hope that makes sense. So instead of going to Creative Commons, you just go to this video icon and you'll be able to use that. And this is a good strategy here. You can upload your call to actions as 30-second videos on your channel, and then every time you create a new video, you can just drag your call to actions to either side, and boom, you have your call to actions added to your videos. Simon is saying can't find how to add link indexer to Social Monkey. Okay, it should be in there. I'll put together a video for that if anything. All right, guys. I'll take 2 more minutes of questions, and then my voice is about to give out. So, any last questions? Post them in. Remember the boot camp starts December 1st. It'll probably go into January just because of the holidays and all that stuff. Or maybe before the holidays. If we squeeze all the sessions in within a 3-week period, I think we could make it before then. So it all depends. Usually I go based on what the students want. Like if you guys want me to do more than 1 session a week, I can do it like that, or 1 session a week and let you guys take action to the next session. We'll do that. All right. P is asking how to correctly interpret the search volume data. Example: if a keyword like attorney in Boston gives you 5,000 monthly searches, and a longer keyword best business attorney in Boston gives you 30 searches per month, does it mean these 30 are actually a portion of the 5,000 monthly searches of the first keyword attorney in Boston? No. The data is on a per keyword basis. So just because one shows you 5,000 and one shows you 30, it doesn't mean it's a piece of the 5,000. It's a per keyword number. But again, remember, a lot of these are estimates. Just because it says 30 searches a month, there's a good chance that you might get some additional traffic from a small variation of that keyword. So it might be someone types in best business attorneys in Boston. That might give you an additional 20 to 30 searches a month. But because you'll be ranking for best business attorney in Boston, you'll sometimes by default rank for the plural version or a slight variation of that and get even more traffic. But yeah, to answer your question, it's on a per keyword basis so if it shows 30 searches for that keyword, it's for that keyword. Carlos was saying 2 sessions a week. Awesome. Yeah. So we'll decide that and see how it goes. John is saying off to a meeting. Thanks for the Webby. Awesome. Awesome, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and call this Q&A to an end. All right. Thank you for everyone who stuck around. If you're interested in getting some more in-depth training and sessions and really breaking down your business, then I'll post a link to the bootcamp one last time. Remember, I'll be keeping it open between now and Sunday, or until we hit the first 100 people. I don't really like having more than 100 people because then it doesn't allow me to focus on the attention that I want. Paul is saying, so when would we get Video Chief? Well, if you submit your testimonial, send an email to support. You can either send your testimonial to support@zamuraiblogger.com, and then as soon as we see that, we'll create your account for Video Chief. All right. Awesome, guys. So thank you again for being on here. For those of you that have joined up for this session, I'll see you guys next week. Everyone else, have a great Thanksgiving for those of you here in the U.S. that celebrate Thanksgiving. Everyone else, have a great week, have a great weekend. And if you have any final questions or any help that you need, again, hit up support@samuraiblogger.com. And we're always there to help you guys out. If you have any suggestions for improvements for X-Ranker 360, feel free to send those over as well, and we'll do our best to implement them as quickly as possible. But again, thank you guys, and I look forward to seeing you on the boot camp.